This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
It's the Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast for Wednesday, January the 19th. Coming up, how much money did Belleville and the Quinte region donate to the Quinte Humane Society of Hastings, Prince Edward for the Betty White Challenge on Monday? Marilyn Laurie is coming up later on in the podcast. Of course, it's a Wednesday. So for Burger Revolution, we have tomorrow's Throwback Thursday theme where basically we are just going to get out of here on a bit of a snowy and bus cancellation Wednesday morning. Charity podcasting from her home in Campbellford where you had the laundry going at 5 this morning.
The second snow day of the week. And yes, it is only Wednesday, but to help beat the snow and beat COVID and just want to be somewhere warmer, that's where our throwback went this morning. There's no question. And hopefully it does create some warmer thoughts for you, memories of warmer days with the tide is high in Kokomo. Yeah. Currently, I am a little ahead of you.
Good for you. Solid choice on that. And with all of the restrictions that we have, and there are going to be some announcements coming up by the Premier over the next few days, is probably, I know it's too late for traveling to salvage it for me this winter, but if you can get away, because it's been a couple of years, if we can only do it musically, that's great. That's great to feel. And as you mentioned, though, some announcements coming up from the Premier. You had some news this morning.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure what or when it's going to happen, which I joke. It seems to be the way it goes.
No, I know.
Premier Doug Ford was talking to another radio station around Toronto and alluded to the fact that an announcement is coming very shortly and restrictions it doesn't sound like they're going to be lifted completely, but some amendments made. So we'll see some restrictions hopefully soften, if not lift completely over the next couple of days. What they will be, we don't know. Because the province was supposed to open up completely next week when we went into this amended phase 2. The date of reopening was next Wednesday, so a week from today. So we will see what changes they've made, what tweaks. I know schools, Toronto today was their first day back. They didn't go back Monday because of the snowstorm or yesterday, but today was their first day back. So we're slowly getting there. Mm-hmm. But for many area kids, they were back at home today, thanks to Mother Nature.
And tonight it's going to get down to minus 16 for a low, a wind chill of minus 20. Tomorrow, even throughout the day, a wind chill of minus 24. Got a text from letter carrier that said, remember, particularly out in the rural areas, if you could shovel around your mailboxes, that would be great so that you can get your mail, all that kind of stuff. You never really think about it, but do that and do it today because the afternoon high of plus 4 will make it easier for you to be able to shovel, because once we get back down to minus 24, it's going to stay there till Easter. It's never going to melt once we get down there. So Monday was such a big day. It was Blue Monday. It was also to have been Betty White's 100th birthday. So there was the Betty White Challenge, and people really picked up and ran with it, Charity.
They certainly did. Everyone was encouraged to donate to their local animal shelters and rescue centers, and wow, did they.
So we chatted with Marilyn Laurie this morning, the executive director of the Quinte Humane Society for Hastings, Prince Edward, to see how well they did.
We're so excited. Monday just took off. There were donations coming in the previous week. I expect donations to still come in this week. And we initially had a target. We thought, well, $5,000, $5 at a time. People obviously chose to donate more. We thought, well, 5,000. We hit 10,000, I think, at least by noon on Monday, and we were going, okay, well, this is going well. Donations came in from everywhere via Facebook. Canada Helps, through our website. People dropped off checks, dropped off cash. When all was said and done, now this was 4 p.m. yesterday when we were madly counting money, $23,186 was raised for the Humane Society Hastings Prince Edward, thanks to the Betty White Challenge.
Wow, that is incredible, Marilyn.
Well, we're over the moon. Obviously, we can make very good use of that money. All of it going towards the care and support of the animals in the shelter. Right now, I think we're about around 140. We had a particularly muscular kitten season throughout the summer and fall last year with, I think, almost 250 animals, most of them cats and kittens. So it costs a lot to have an animal move through our shelter and to become adoptable. So this money is just such a lift for the new year. And I can't say enough about all of our supporters and our friends of supporters who chose to give to the Humane Society. We are just so thankful.
Marilyn Lawyer of the Quinte Humane Society, following the great donations for the Betty White Day on Monday.
Do you see this becoming an annual event, Marilyn?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because one of my many dear friends, her name is Brittany, she had indicated over the weekend that she was going to be making a donation, and then posted afterwards that she's planning on doing this annually every year on January 17th.
Nice.
So I'd like to think that Betty, and that what a great way, not just for the recipients of the fundraising, but what a great way to keep Betty's memory alive and her love of animals.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on all of the fundraising. We're looking forward to, I believe it is still June, a ribbon cutting perhaps?
We're looking at June 2022. That's what Task Force Engineering is still saying. Yep, we're pretty excited, and the new year is off to a great start.
Right, a new location just around the corner on Wallbridge Loyalist, on the calendar around the corner. So, Marilyn, thank you so much. We know you put that money to good use in community. Thumbs up on helping out the Quinte Humane Society. Stay warm, Marilyn. We appreciate it.
I sure will. Thank you both.
We are really looking forward to their new location, and to put another almost $25,000 into the coffers to make that happen and to look after the animals. What a great legacy for Betty White, and what a great idea for people to say, you know what, maybe every January 17th, I'll just make a donation to kick off the year to the Humane Society. It's pretty nice.
I really hope it does catch on, and I hope it does continue, because the generosity that we saw Monday was incredible. Clearly, people love Betty White. There's no question about that. But they also love animals. It wasn't just humane societies, but rescue centers, zoos, anywhere, any place associated to annual sanctuaries of all kinds received donations on Monday. And some of the amounts here in Quinte, incredible, of course. But there are huge amounts across North America. In Alberta, across the province, over 200,000 throughout the states. Thousands upon thousands of dollars raised. In fact, some are even estimating that from Monday, $20 million will have been donated to help animals across North America. So it's an incredible story.
$33,000 was raised in Kingston. Very close to what we raised, about $20,000 to $25,000 was raised in Peterborough. So Eastern Ontario stepping up for the animals on Monday, and that was great to hear. And then we find out that the Cincinnati Zoo took it a step further?
They did. They named a 1-month-old penguin, a blue penguin, Rose.
Yeah.
After Betty White's character Rose Nyland from The Golden Girls. I had that in the Pulse this morning. But everybody just showing their love for Betty White. I don't know if you caught Google even on Monday. If you Googled Betty White on Monday, the day of her birthday, they had a beautiful graphic that said, "Thank you for being our friend."
Yeah.
And then rose petal. And it was pretty neat.
You know, you leave a mark on the planet, and then you go after 100 years, and what a nice tribute and lasting legacy to leave. I was talking this morning, too, about the world's oldest man passed away yesterday. He was 2 weeks shy of being 113. So we all moved up a notch, everybody. But when he was asked, what's the secret to a long life? You always hear this stuff, right? Somebody gets to be about 100. What's the secret? And his thing was, don't hurt anybody. You know, now here's what we need. We need somebody else to step up and tell other people, don't hurt anybody. Because we lost this guy who never hurt anybody for 113 years. Don't hurt anybody. Now we need somebody else not to hurt anybody. So just these great words of wisdom from people who have lived a long time from, don't sweat the small stuff, relax, stop hurting people, stop being in such a hurry. Smell the roses, help the animals, try and live a fulfilling life. That's always the answer at the end. It's never work harder, ignore your family, and just put it all on the money. It's never that at the end. It never is. So, Marilyn Lawyer, thank you so much.
It really doesn't.
We appreciate that. Full story on that is available at inquinte.ca. So once again, tomorrow's Throwback Thursday for Burger Revolution. And again, the takeout shout-out that we've got at 95.5 was for Boston Pizza today, as well as Burger Revolution. Visit burgerrevolution.ca and stare at the picture of the Fresh Start Burger. That's the burger of the month. And you can look at it as long as you want, but you're not going to taste it until you order it. So you should order that.
Yeah, they don't have dine-in right now, but they do have takeout. So give them a call and go pick it up. Enjoy that beef or veggie patty, the sautéed mushrooms, bacon, Swiss cheese on a bed of chopped leaf lettuce, shaved red onion, and tomato with honey truffle vinaigrette.
You should buy one for now and then one for breakfast tomorrow. That's the way.
Oh, that would be nice.
You would order dill on yours, I know, and I would throw a little bit more bacon and pickles on mine. But we need to get out of here, and that was your theme for this week.
For our Throwback Thursday, absolutely. We want a sunny beach somewhere, as you said. Your song really conjures up, though, a drink with an umbrella in it. It really, truly does. You went with Blondie's The Tide is High. I went with Beach Boys' Kokomo. Where do you want to go? Tell us through Facebook and Instagram.
Get your votes in there. You don't need a COVID test when you go or at the end of the song to come back. Or you don't have to come back. You can go to your happy place after you hear it. That winning song is coming after the 8 o'clock news tomorrow morning, and then we'll launch into your no-repeat workday. We've got a backwards song tomorrow for Galaxy of Games closing in on that great grand prize with our friends at Pieces Board Game Cafe, and plenty more tomorrow when you wake up with Mark and Charity Mornings on a very, very cold morning in the Quinte region tomorrow. It's Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast here on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure and subscribe so that you get it every day. It's up usually by about 11 o'clock in the morning. And right here off of our social media sites, text us anytime around the world at 613-962-0955. Enjoy your Wednesday. Brief break from the cold with a high of +4. Bitterly cold again tomorrow. Stay warm. We'll talk to you then.